Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do a bonus for Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you are intuitively guided. Maybe you don't have Leo in your chart, and that is just fine. It just means you paid attention to your intuition. I had put a post out and asked what sign really felt like they needed a bonus, and every sign applied or replied. So we're going to go ahead and try to do everyone's bonus. I'm going to try anyways. But Leo, I just did Aquarius because we have the Aquarius full moon. Today is it the 8th today? Let me check. Might be the 9th. Oh no, it is the 8th. Today is the Lionsgate portal. Very spiritual time, a time of manifesting the life that you see for yourself. Very important elements going around. Saturn's going to be a big part of this month, and you know, I feel like Saturn's about lessons and what have you. So anyways, I want to give a shout out to all the Leos in my life. My grandson is a Leo, Lexington. He was 23rd of July. My mom was a Leo, the 5th of August. My son was a Leo, August 12th. Someone left a comment and said my birthday's August 12th, and I said, well, then I love you already. But they didn't know that, that was my son's birthday. He has crossed over, and it's funny because before I started my works today, Sam said, expect a message from your son, so we'll see. So he's the 12th, and then Sam is on the cusp. He's on 23rd of August, so he's the cusp of Leo and Virgo. Anyways, guys, let's get into your reading. We're going to use 3 different decks. We're going to, of course, use our Mother Mary Oracle. We're going to use the Luminous Tarot for clarifications or to go deeper. And we're going to use the Light Tarot as your main spread. But first, we're going to start with Mother Mary. Your monthly for August is already done. I'll leave you a link at the bottom. I have a lot of special readings out already this month. Twin Flame, Past Life reading, which I feel like the two of them kind of connect. I have a reading for all signs. Alright. Leo, Leo, Leo. Wherefore out, my Leo. We have mercy. Mercy. I am kind and thoughtful towards myself and others. I am kind and thoughtful towards myself and others. For some of you, this, I feel like it's giving yourself some mercy. Like, allow yourself, like, I don't know, give yourself some mercy. Okay, we'll read that at the end. But let's bring in the Light Seers now. Already pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle it. We just had quite a rainstorm, and I wanted to try to get to your reading during the rain because I love the sound of it in the background. So we'll see. Might rain again. Interesting. 4 of Cups. You know why this is interesting? Because I literally just got done doing Aquarius's reading, and this was their first card. Different decks. Completely different decks. This was their first card. 4 of Cups. Alright, so let's talk about the 4 of Cups since it's the first card. And I usually look at the first card as the energy that's ready to leave, that's willing to leave, that maybe I've got to let go of. So the 4 of Cups, I often feel someone is dreaming about something. They're dreaming about a cup, but they're not doing much about it. The 4 of Cups to me is inactivity. I'm just daydreaming about it, but maybe not moving into it. I have a feeling there's a lot of movement this month for people. So let's see. Let's see what comes up with it. Wow. Hello, Ace of Pentacles. Oh. Hello, Ten of Pentacles. And then the Seven of Pentacles. You'd think I'd be doing an earth sign reading here. First of all, this is like, not much is happening in my life, Sandy. Not much going on. I don't know if I can have what I truly want. Well, let's not forget we're in the Lion's Gate portal. Manifest, my friend, manifest. This Ace of Pentacles is coming into your world. It's to bring abundance of some sort. It may be the beginning of. I may just be literally planting it, you know what I mean, and allowing it to take root. Or I may have already moved into it. But look what it ultimately ends up, the Ten of Pentacles. It's funny. I feel like we start with the Ace. It's almost like we got to start at the beginning. But can I reach the Ten of Pentacles? Absolutely, you can. And how do I know that? Because the Seven of Pentacles follows it all. Seven of Pentacles is your seeds of intention. It's experiences that your soul wanted to have here on this physical plane. Seven of Pentacles teaches us patience. And that patience could be going from that Ace to the 10. It can't be me, Sandy. How could it be me? It can be you. But in the same breath, you know, this isn't about magic. This is about me saying, instead of daydreaming about that cup, I think I'm going to start doing something about it. Whether it just simply be, I'm going to start manifesting. I'm going to start looking at what can be with an optimistic viewpoint instead of, you know, what is. It is what it is. No, it ain't. Okay, stop talking so I can get some cards. Whoa. Alright, I'm going to take what's face up first. Then we'll take that. We have the Nine of Swords. But I don't think I can do, Sandy. I don't think I can manifest. I don't think I can have the life that I want. I don't think it's going to work. I think this will go wrong. That will go wrong. That's what the Nine of Swords is saying. This can be what you're telling yourself, like my thought system. The Nine of Swords is about unnecessary worry. That is its message. The worrying that I'm doing is unnecessary. Doesn't mean there's not a reason, right? It's based out of prior hurt, prior pain. Then we have the Seven of Cups. Interesting, coming under that Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming under the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you, if you're questioning about perhaps working from home, I feel like this is the perfect energy for that. If that's something that you would like to manifest, you know, start from A and eventually you will get to Z. But don't forget, it's all about the journey. Some of you, it's like, I'm not sure which way to go. This is a great time to really talk to your angels, talk to your guides, and ask to bring some clarity so that you can choose. Some of you are wondering, should I do my own thing? Should I create my own thing? Two nines here. Very different energy. This Nine of Pentacles is all about independence, feeling independent. This Nine of Swords is quite the opposite. It's feeling lost. It's feeling doubt. All of that. It's telling me I can't do it. I can't. Nine of Pentacles is saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Whoa, we have a lot of cards here. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy. So this ace that's showing up here, that potentially could take you to the 10 of Pentacles. Again, and I feel like your soul wants this experience. I feel like it's about to happen soon. This is a very fast-moving energy. And by the way, this is your intentions coming back to you. You know, starting with the Four of Cups, I'm not really doing much, right? But she is daydreaming. She is imagining a cup. Some type of fulfillment. So, even though I'm not doing much about it, I'm still, who knows, maybe in a way I'm kind of manifesting, but this Ace of Pentacles is going to say, I'm going to hand it to you, but it's up to you to allow it to take root. Eight of Wands. What I think about, I bring about. Page of Pentacles. Another ace. Ace of Wands coming under the, coming under the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Inspiration. I mean, truly feeling inspired. This ace is about action. This may be the beginning for some of you of creating something of your own. But nonetheless, I feel like it will take you to success if, you know, if I put the work in, of course. But this feels very inspired. Well, hello, Four of Wands. So, first of all, some of you must be connected with an Aquarius because you're getting a lot of the same cards that Aquarius has. It doesn't mean that you have to, that's not everyone, I know that. But I feel like there are a couple here. Or you may even have Aquarius in your chart. So we have the Four of Wands. It's a commitment. It's the marriage card. What's mirroring it? The Seven of Pentacles. An experience that my soul came here to have. Seven of Pentacles says, but patience, my dear. Have patience. But here is the ace. The ace has shown up. Between the Seven of Pentacles and this marriage card is the Six of Cups. So, is this someone I already know? And if it is, it's someone that when I think about them, listen, I don't know, am I daydreaming about them? Are they daydreaming about me? But if I am, this is someone who, you know, that I have memories that I cherish. Doesn't have to mean I was romantically attached. This could also talk about, for some of you, if there's movement, you may be moving to a place that feels right. All right, what else do we have? We have the Six of Pentacles and the King of Swords. The King can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Again, we just did Aquarius. Six of Pentacles talks about it's an energy, really. It's the art of give and take. It's, you know, many of us can give, but we don't know how to receive. And we don't know how to receive because we've put these blocks up before us based on pain and hurt and just, you know, and unsatisfaction and all that of previous experiences. However, I feel like with the page here, this is also about learning, wisdom, building a foundation, building it strong, standing strong on your own, so that when you do enter into what I feel like is going to be at least a family atmosphere, but I feel like it's more than that, that you're ready, that you're able to receive. You know, the Six of Pentacles is, it's a very charitable type energy. It's an energy where I give, many times it's giving to the underdog, right? I'm trying to give a hand up Not a hand out, but a hand up. Maybe this king has found balance himself. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The High Priestess. I feel like this lid's down too far. The High Priestess. Your intuition. You know, and we're in Leo season. So, you know, why would this, like, this is the perfect time to really try to manifest that life that you want, even if I'm just starting at the beginning with that ace. That ace is saying, though, my dear, you can take it the whole way to the 10. You can. You have the ability. As it relates to what you do in the world, what, you know, your individual creativity, that type of thing. Trust in that, because, you know, especially if this is something that I'm living off of, like, you know, like, this is how I live, my money. It's saying that it has such great potential. Really, the Nine of Pentacles is about success. And by the way, do I think that your guides are feeding you, inspiring you, giving you ideas, sending you signs? I know that they are. I know that they are. You know, I see in the reading so many times where it seems like the more that we know that, how do I put this? The more that we can take care of us, right? Like, be true to us. Know who we are, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? Knowing who we are, understanding that we're not just human, that we're spirit, right? Having a human experience. That can take some of the fear away. There's nothing that you've experienced or you're going to experience that hasn't already been experienced. That someone, probably you, in a previous lifetime hasn't gotten through. You know, love doesn't always work out. And I don't think it's meant to always work out. And sometimes it's devastating. Right? Even jobs, they don't, like life, anything in life doesn't always work out. But sometimes I feel like even though we think it's like the universe against us, it's quite the opposite. They're helping to move us in place. Into what place? Into something that, you know, like, truthfully, you're meant to be happy, right? But that doesn't mean you won't have challenges. It's learning how to get through them without that Nine of Swords type of energy stopping you, right? Stopping the experiences. Okay. Let's bring in the Luminous Tarot. We'll give her a shuffle. Already pre-shuffled, but... So, quite interesting, because I feel like with your money and I feel like in your love life, both feel very good. Though we can't ignore that Nine of Swords, because that Nine of Swords can become a block. It can, you know, because the Seven of Cups is next. I don't know why I'm talking in the middle of a split. But the Seven of Cups is like uncertainty, can be chaotic type energy. It's making a choice, right? But you know, clearly I'm fearful of turning a cup over, because I'm afraid what's going to come out. Every time I turn one over, I think it's, you know, it's going to be everything, and it turns out to be nothing. Well, there's more cups. You haven't turned them all over yet. And one of these cups, I feel like two of these cups, you know, is like the jackpot. Okay. Let's look at the first line. Four Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So first we start with the Ten of Swords. To me, that makes sense, because, you know, this is like taking dagger after dagger after dagger in the back. And, but I also feel like it turns into a repeat pattern. Like, I have to know that I'm taking these daggers. Like, why? Why am I taking them? Why do I continue to take them? Maybe part of the fear is that that's what you're afraid what will manifest itself again. It doesn't want to. We have, look at this, the Seven of Cups wrapped around this Ace of Pentacles now, guys. Okay, I feel like you're here so that you can see that these previous Ten of Swords, right, dagger after dagger in your back, have caused some type of, let's just say, wall. That wall is mainly fear, and it's affecting, how does it affect you in your everyday life? It's affecting your choices, your decisions. It's making you nervous about saying yes to this Ace of Pentacles. Can it be, or is it going to be like every other before? No. This is specially sent. This is your soul's intention. Your soul wants to experience. Your soul not only wants to experience the Ten of Pentacles, but also the Nine of Pentacles. So that's you being strong, feeling independent. And again, when I say independent, it doesn't have to mean alone, even though 9 does signify, but it's more about knowing you and your strengths, right? So this 9 of Pentacles leads you to success, but you got to know that. You got to trust it. You may not know how, but I feel like you're being fed, is one way to say it, inspiration. And this inspiration is coming through your creative house, your house of finances. And it's bringing you to success. That I need you to see. And then if I look at the line right next to it, that feels like it's talking about love. All right. You know, so far, what's this telling me? The one thing that's got to go is that Nine of Swords. Because I feel like if I can get rid of that Nine of Swords, again, unnecessary worry. Listen, if I can't control it, I got to hand it over. Hand it over to God. Just hand it over. If you can't control it, don't try to control it. And listen, not all things are meant for you. And some things are meant for you. Wow. All right. We have the Two of Wands coming over that Ten of Pentacles. So I do feel, again, this Ace, it's the beginning. I do feel like you're starting on this journey. Interesting because, again, and I hate to keep bringing up another sign. I know some people don't like that, but I can't help notice the synchronicities between you and Aquarius. Because they are also starting down the Wands path. Listen, this is where you feel most comfortable. This is about your inspiration. This is about your desires and your action. We have the Queen of Wands. So, probably you, Leo. Can be another Leo. It is coming under the sector of love. Can be an Aries or a Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be any of them. And then look at this. Here is another Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Listen, if nothing else, I feel like your financial world, your material world, your physical world feels like, listen, I don't care how weak it had felt. I feel like this is an opportunity to turn it around, to change it around, because it seems like you're moving into such stable type energy. And listen, like as a Leo, maybe I don't want to be stable. I like, like Leo likes to be very flexible. I know Leo very well. Different Leos, with different signs, but Leo, ultimately Sun, it's like meant to be the star. Anyways, here's this Ace of Pentacles. Guess where it's falling? Over the Nine of Swords. It's like your guy just saying, I don't care. I'm just going to keep giving you this ace until you accept it. Oh, we're looking at the second line now, by the way, even though we're reading it all together. So we have that Nine of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles that came over it. Then we have the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. We have the Tower. The Tower's coming over the Seven of Cups. Makes perfect sense. So you can see, yeah, listen, I don't feel like this is a Tower coming. I may fear, like, if I take this pentacle, it's going to turn into a tower. Well, maybe that was your past experiences, but this has nothing to do with that, right? This is new energy. Even if someone from the past is coming back, they're not coming back in the same way. That just means they've had growth. If they haven't, I don't think they'd be coming back. I'm saying they are coming back. Let's just say, I don't think this energy would open up unless it was ready. The Tower pointing right up to that Ten of Swords. You know, Seven of Cups right above it, landing on top of the Seven of Cups. The confusion is over the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so I received this Ace. You know, it's just going to result in a Tower. Be very careful. Be very, very careful, especially during this time. Again, the Lion's Gate portal. Very careful how you're thinking, right? Don't think because something has happened before that's going to happen again. And if you do think that way, then start to look to see if there's a pattern. Because you can cut that pattern, even if it's just an energetic pattern, you can cut it. And when you cut that, it's like, boom, you're free. You're free to take this Ace without all the worry. I don't normally find you feeling quite this way. We have the Two of Swords now coming over the Nine of Pentacles. So it's strange because it seems like you're questioning your love life and your financial life. It's like your higher self is saying, let's go. But your earthly self is saying, I don't know, right? This Two of Swords certainly can act like a block. You know, I don't feel like this is like acting. I feel like, what is the block? The block is time. You know, like whether I start now or I start 3 years from now. But I feel like the energy is calling for you to begin now. But I may be telling myself, man, if there's, you know, I've never had a reading, I shouldn't say never, where the Nine of Swords energy became the overwhelming energy. Now, what I love about that is we can get rid of that because it's our thought system. You know, it's expecting doom. And remember, what I expect is what I receive. That's why I say I feel like there's a pattern with the 10 swords, right? I expect a dagger and therefore I receive a dagger. Well, how about if I turn that around? I expect an ace and therefore I receive an ace. Not just one, but two. Okay. But listen, we went from the 9 of swords down to the 2 of swords. So I feel like that's progression. I'm going to look on the bright side of that. Interesting, we have a 2 and a 2. Can talk, first of all, you know, you add that up, it's a 4. To me, that talks about a foundation, right? I want to create a strong foundation for myself. That's really how I guarantee myself. Look at this. And then the 4 of cups again, coming over the 6 of cups. It's even like if someone reaches out to me, maybe from my past, it's like, can you see how it's affecting your life? This 9 of swords. I don't know if I'm going to take that Ace of Pentacles. I just don't know. I don't know if I'm going to accept this energy over here, which again feels like love. I don't know. Keep going. We're looking at the 8 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. Okay, well, we have the Two of Pentacles. So first of all, I want to say I kind of like this because I feel like, you know, it's like, I know this is an instant type of energy. So you don't want to look at a tarot reading like, oh, it's going to happen instantly. It's telling you, like, first, I have to look at the pattern of these 10 swords because it's become what I tell myself. It's like a record playing over and over in your head. It has to do with the towers. It's affecting how you make choices. It's like the universe wants to hand you these aces, but almost like I don't know if I can trust them. I do like that we went from the 9 down to the 2, but then we go back into the energy of kind of like inactivity. But then we move to the Two of Pentacles. Now, many people call this a juggler's card. I think this is more about a logical decision. Like, I'm looking at it more logical versus, you know, and I even feel it's like, when I see the Two of Pentacles, what I think of is, if I'm questioning something, this is how I question. Will these aces expand my world or deflate my world? Well, I know they're here to expand it, but you have to know that at the same time. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, that's your intuition. Trust that above all. We have the Hangman. Makes sense. We have the Six of Swords. Okay. I like seeing the Six of Swords here. So we have the Hangman, which is really a pause in the action. The Hangman is really seeking wisdom, right? And that's, you know, seeking wisdom on his next steps. And coming over the Page of Pentacles, he'll definitely find it. She'll definitely find it, right? I feel like it will turn this Hangman around. When the Hangman's turned around, that's an awakening. That's complete awareness. You know, it's in the reverse right now, but it is following the Tower. But it's coming over the page. So a lot of you have been on this learning, let's say, like a period of learning. And I don't feel like it's book learning. Now, maybe. I feel like this is more about life. And understanding these towers. And understanding sometimes some things are taken, like, out of our lives because they're not serving us. And maybe I often feel like sometimes I want the Tower to come in, right? Because sometimes, like, you know, maybe I'm afraid to do something, but I want to do it, right? And the Tower forces my hand. All right, now we have the Six of Swords, which is great energy because this tells me that you do look at what has become toxic to you, whether it be a person. I know for some of you, it's in your thought system. This is moving away from it, but moving away from it with clarity. You know, the Six of Swords says, yes, the waters are going to be a little choppy during this, you know, moving from one phase to another, but then it becomes very calm, very beautiful, and very fast moving. Coming over that Ace of Wands. You know, I feel like those who have that Nine of Swords type energy, again, unnecessary worry. What do I want to say? What was I going to say about that? I don't know. All right. Wow. See how they crossed over? Okay, we have the Eight of Swords coming right over the commitment. Oh, I didn't know there was this many cards. We have the Eight of Cups. Probably the perfect card to have right now. Why? Because this talks about your emotional house. This talks about, you know, I feel like this takes guts, right? This means I'm looking at my emotional house and I'm getting it in order. You know, no more woe is me. No more, you know, that didn't work out. My life is over. No, no. I'm Leo. I'm Leo. I'm meant to keep moving. I'm meant to have experiences. You know, you're ruled by the sun. 8 of Cups. First of all, it's an 8. Month of August. 8 is also about new beginnings. You know, it's saying, if I look in my emotional house, that may be where some of this, I don't even know what to call it, like disarray may come from. But we can clear it all up. We can clear it all up. It's kind of like that's what the Hangman is doing. And then we have the World, the next chapter. Hello. The Strength card. There's your card. Card of Leo. This is about overcoming all those challenges. You know, the Strength card is really about taming the beast within ourselves. And here, I feel like, and that doesn't mean like that beast keeps rising up, but it may just be at this point, the beast seems to be within the thought system. The thought system seems to want to block opportunities that come your way. This is the overcoming of that. And then look at this, the Chariot. Well, first of all, card of Cancer, Major Arcana. Chariot comes as a reward. Why? Because you can now handle the Chariot. You know, if you were given this Chariot while you were still in the 9 and 10 of Swords energy, you'd probably just wreck it. You'd drive it into a ditch. But once I clear that energy and allow this next portal, and by the way, to me, the World is the portal. It may be speaking of the Lionsgate portal, but nonetheless, it is speaking of a portal. And there's no limit. The only limits are the limits that I put on it. And I'm saying that because the 8 of Swords is right above that. 8 of Swords is a self-created prison. Makes sense with all these swords, right? But because you created that prison, you're the one who has to uncreate it. You're the only one who can uncreate it. But you can do that. And then when you do that, here's the Chariot. You start soaring. Your life starts to change. Listen, even if you're happy with your life, these aces are still coming in. That means there's, you know, we can call them blessings, but I feel like you deserve them. I feel like you deserve them. Leo, this is probably the hardest reading I've done with you relating to swords. But I don't want you just to concentrate. I mean, you have to know those swords and you have to understand why they're there. But this is really about the other side of that, about the beauty that lies on the other side. The Chariot. Mind control. Where can I take this Chariot, Sandy? Anywhere you want. There is no limit. It's coming over the marriage card, the commitment card. Mirrored by the 7 of Pentacles, your soul seed of intention. Your soul's not afraid. Wow. I think I'm going to leave that, but I want to read Mother Mary. I feel like this is important. Okay, Mercy. Mercy me. I'm thinking Meghan Trainor. She has a song called Mercy. Anyway, Mercy. This card asks you to notice the way in which you relate to people, including yourself. If you are kind and thoughtful towards others, you will have higher self-esteem. While you can't control how another person treats you, mercy and compassion are usually returned in kind. This card is a message to avoid gossip or criticism of yourself or others, and to consciously speak in loving and empowering ways. The higher energy generated by positive words will insulate you from negativity. This is the true meaning of judge not, lest ye be judged. beautiful. Listen, I feel like once you overcome these swords, wow. Wow. That's what I feel. I just feel like, wow, everything opens. Like your creative and your financial house, wow. Success. Your love, wow. Someone who's meant to be. Does that mean it has to be? No, you have free will. And we have to remember that, because that free will, you know, our free will can turn into all this worry. But holy cow, the world. We're doing this on the Lionsgate portal, by the way. We're in Leo's energy. You know, we do have the Aquarius full moon this month. Maybe that's why I'm seeing a lot of synchronicities between the two. I love the Six of Swords because it's telling me whatever these swords are to you, that you are able to overcome them. And I feel like not only are you able, I feel like you do. And then it begins. And then it begins. Before I let you go, I just want to take a couple cards right across everything. We have the Wheel. This is your destiny. We have the Three of Cups. This is an opportunity to celebrate. You're saying yes to those aces. Look at this. No wonder I didn't want to end the reading yet. And then the Ace of Cups. First of all, you have so many aces. You have two Aces of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Wands. Now you have the Ace of Cups. A reason to celebrate. Let that go by. The Wheel. Your destiny. Or, let's look at it this way. The Wheel and the Ace of Cups. I love you guys. I loved your reading. I mean, it was hard, but I can see all that wants to go. I hope you see this reading in that way. It's like looking at both sides, right? I've been in hell. Now I'm about to go to heaven. I love you. I thank you. By the way, I do have a new membership program that I started. Probably many of you already know about it. You know, it's not going to hurt what I do for you guys on YouTube. Don't worry about that. But it does give you some extras, like extra special readings just for the members. I'm going live sometimes just for members where you can ask whatever you want. It's not just a yes or no. We just had one the other day and it was, I thought it was fantastic. You know, I'm not taking a lot because I do want to keep it personalized. So I'm only going to take so many, and we're about halfway there. But I want to let you know about that. You know, completely up to you. It's just something new that I'm beginning. And by the way it came to me was in a sign. That's why I started it. I knew I was meant to. By the way, I'm also going to be teaching tarot, the way that I read tarot. A lot of benefits. All you got to do is hit that join and it'll show you everything before you ever make a commitment. But I'll leave that up to you. Look at that, the Ace of Cups, right in the middle of your reading. I love you guys. You know, this is your bonus reading, but it feels like your monthly. I love you. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.